Hey everyone, welcome to Stand and Empower. In today's segment, I have my special guest, Cynthia Anderson. Welcome, I'm so glad that you're here today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited about this conversation.
Well, tell us a little bit about what you do. What are you passionate about?
I am a financial coach and I help people with like the personal side of their money, like their day-to-day.
Okay.
I walk their path with them so that they feel fully confident in the money decisions that they're making.
Okay.
I'm mostly passionate about making sure that people understand that money is a tool to support the life that they want.
Very true.
Yep, very true. So how I got into this was my best friend who was a principal. I was about ready to retire from a 30-year teaching career in the Kyrene School District, love that district. And she felt fearful that she would never be able to retire. And she has given me permission to share her story.
Okay, good.
And I said, you know what, personal finance is something I feel I'm really good at. Why don't we see if we can help you? Because she was drowning in credit card debt.
Oh, who is not or has not experienced something like that in their lives?
Yeah, exactly. So she just strongly believed that she would probably work until the day she died. And I said, hey, let's see if I can help you and see if this is something I might want to do in this next chapter of my life. And she really wanted to get out of credit card debt and pay cash for a car. And she was able to accomplish that. And
Wow.
yeah, she still is working, but it's out of choice
Yeah.
because she needs to work, but she doesn't need to work.
There's a big difference with that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once I helped her, I felt really empowered and passionate about helping others define what, you know, basically like what their rich life looks like, what they really want out of life, and then how can they use money to support their vision for their life.
That is so important because not a lot of people are educated in that. And so when they're looking at the financial aspect of it, it can be daunting. When you're looking at all your debt, you're looking at, you know, what you're getting in regard to your paycheck. And it can seem like it's an impossibility. Like, how can I get there? How can I actually live without this debt in my life? And how can I actually live the way that, you know, I see maybe others around me? Where can I go on this trip being debt free? Or how can I save for this next project or next season of my life? And
Right.
a lot of the times we're not educated in that area, would you say?
Yeah, it does start with education, but I also think that there's some cultural norms in our society that tells us like debt is normal.
Yeah.
Expect to have debt, expect to always have a car payment and things like that. But once you can visualize the possibility, and that's where I come in, I help people see that it is possible to not take on like a payday loan to get to the next paycheck.
Yeah.
Especially like, I think that it's important to note that it's okay if you can't see it right away. And that's where I come in so I can draw some options for you.
Yeah.
I believe putting the word personal back into personal finance.
Yeah.
Yes, there are rules of thumb. If you know the rules of thumb, and that's that education piece, then you can start creating the rules of you. No debt. I don't really necessarily believe that debt is good or bad. It's what's keeping you up at night.
Yeah.
If you're not able to sleep well and feel comfortable and confident with what you're doing with your money, then learning about it, being intrigued by it, the more you engage with money, the more efficient you'll become. It's like a foreign language.
It's a discipline too. It
Yeah.
becomes a discipline.
I believe education is not necessarily enough because that's like the practical side of money, but there's so much that can go on here
Yeah.
and here. And if that's not addressed, then people are stuck in this cycle of, I already tried that, nothing works for me, I'm just bad with money.
Yeah.
So that's when I come in, and usually most of the people that work with me don't fully trust themselves. The magic comes that at some point in the journey, they start trusting in themselves and the decisions and the things that they're doing with their money.
Yeah.
So it is a long process. It's not just a one and done. It's kind of like building muscles in the gym. You wouldn't walk in and go you see the guy with the 200-pound weight thing going, oh, I'm going to do that today.
And I'll be buff and I'll be
Yeah.
for life.
Yes, for life. Like, it is a process of learning and applying, experiencing, engaging, which builds efficiency and more solid beliefs
Yes.
around money.
Very important to have. And once they begin to believe in themselves and they know, hey, this is possible for me, this is real.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love when a client will say to me something like, I never knew money could be fun.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, for yourself, what have been some of the biggest challenges that you've had and how have you overcome them?
I would say some of the biggest challenge starting a business. I was a teacher for 30 years, Kyrene career teacher, very proud of that service. And I wanted to find something that I felt like I was still giving value to the life, to the world, and making an impact. So coaching just seemed natural because of what happened with my best friend. And I was very humbled. I was coming out of a 30-year teaching career at the top. I mentored a lot of teachers. I was recognized by the superintendent at the time. And I was just like solid in that career, like a high performer.
Yeah.
Parents requested me all of the time. And then when I started this business, to go to zero, like I knew nothing. Like I just figured, oh, I'm going to tell people I'm a financial coach and, build it and they'll come.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case. Like I really had to learn a lot of different new skill sets. And that's probably something I'm also very proud of, because as a second career, just like, those old dogs can't learn new tricks saying.
Yeah.
I'm proud of the fact that I'm an old dog and I continue to learn. And I was quite humbled by all that it involves with the business. And it gave me a newfound respect for people that are either building a career or opening a new business for the first time.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
That is incredible that you took that leap. And like you said, just going from zero in that sense, right, of starting something completely new from what you were doing. You still have the teaching component in there, but it was a different category.
Yeah. And I started like the education piece, like I was good at personal finance, but that wasn't enough. I needed a whole new skill set of how to run a business.
Yeah.
And I had to believe in myself. And that's like that part, like I relate almost everything that we do with money. If you can take some other experience and apply it, what you learn from that experience to how you start managing your money,
Yeah.
you'll get success.
That's important.
That's important. It's the education piece, but it's also trying by trial and error sometimes and figuring out what's best for you and for your business, right?
Yes.
So I take that and then I apply it to like your money.
Yeah.
Know yourself, know the educational pieces, pick and choose and tailor make it to yourself and what's going to work for your life.
Very good. Yeah. What would you say to, someone who is maybe struggling with that piece of they identify themselves with the title in that particular area of their life, season of their life, career, and they are looking into jumping into a different field. And so they're uncertain. What would you say to them?
Okay, so the process I followed, and I do believe strongly in collecting information of how different people did it, and then pick the pieces and create your own system that matches for you.
Yes.
But my process was I just started creating a list of things that I felt that I was naturally, intuitively, like my skill set, like my natural gifts from God or from the universe. So I created a list of all the different things that I could potentially do to impact the world, because I knew that was my overwhelming theme. Like I wanted to create goodness in the world.
Yes.
So then I started like looking into opportunities, educational things to learn more about what that would entail. And then it just so happened one night at like 10 o'clock at night, I was talking to my best friend, Kelly. Thanks, Kelly, you picked my career for me. And then I just started helping people and I found a lot of success. So that's why I landed here.
That's powerful, because it turned into, it's not a title, it's your skill set, your God-given talents that brought you to where you are today.
Yes. Yeah, because I mean, I'd considered like doing a CASA thing, which is like for a court-appointed support advocate. for children in foster care
Yeah.
because I'm also passionate about children.
Yes.
So it's like, look at your passions and your natural skill set and what is really calling you. And, sometimes the universe or just naturally something happens outside of the blue, and then you're like, okay, that's what I'm being more drawn to that area
Yes.
than some other things.
Yes. So important to look at that and just being aware and being ready to listen to where you're guided to.
Yeah. And then be prepared that there's going to be the naysayers.
Yes, you will come across people like that. And it is important for you to stand your ground a lot of the times, not always, but your biggest supporters might not be the people you thought that are closer to you. It might be other people around you.
Oh yeah, I heard from plenty of family members, like, how are people going to pay you when they have no money? And I'm like, it's not about the amount of money that a person has or doesn't have. It's like, what's important to that individual. Like, just a lot of that,
Yes.
or, yeah. So yeah, you're right. It could be, family members, close friends that are the naysayers, but just lean into the community that are being your heroes and cheerleaders.
Yes, very important. So watch that piece again, take some notes down.
Yeah, because we all have cheerleaders, right?
Yes.
We just
absolutely.
sometimes tend to overemphasize the people that are in that other ballpark
Yeah.
and focus on the people that are your cheerleaders and just let everything else just wash away
Yes, absolutely.
and lean into the supporters.
Very good. And so be selective as to who is speaking into your ear when you're building something new or working on it, continuing to strengthen what you already have.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but this was another shocking thing when I was making this transition. A lot of people, they come from this place of really wanting to help, but I call it the people that, you know what you should do? Always saying, and then I would listen, but I ended up doing what I call the 4 burner because I had so many people feeding me in the world of, you know what you should do?
Wow.
So then I'm like, okay, I have to prioritize. Sometimes I would journal the shit, you know what you should do things for a later time, because that became very overwhelming very quickly.
Yes.
So to make sure that I wasn't overwhelmed, I'm like, here are my 4 burners, which are the 4 things I'm going to focus on right now.
Okay.
So not to become so overwhelmed in building this.
That's good. Write that down too. Very good information.
Yes, because if you go beyond your 4 burners, you're probably going to burn out.
Yes. And that's an aspect of life that you really have to watch out for burnout, because it's real. It happens, but there are things that you can do to help along the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much again for being here with us in today's segment. And I do have one final question for you.
Oh, okay. What is it? What is it?
How do you stand and empower?
Oh, how do I stand and empower? First of all, I take care of myself. I truly believe that when we take care of ourselves, then we can help others along the way.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're going through a challenging time in your life, know that once you get through it, like, go as fast as you can through it, but then turn around and help the next person.
Yes, it's so good to give back.
Yes.
Right, constantly being in that, but definitely taking care of yourself, because how can you give when you're empty, right?
Yeah, you can't give anything if you're empty. And I use that also to give other people grace. Other people can't give you something that they don't have to give.
Absolutely. Very good. Well, thank you again. I loved having you in today's segment.
Thank you so much.
If you have any questions for Cynthia, I will have her contact information in the Instagram page. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe in the YouTube channel. We'll see you next time at Stand and Empower.
Thank you so much.